I know there's tons of Disney Channel original films out there that I have not even seen. And well, there's this one film that came out in 2008 that I never really took the time to saw since I really wasn't quite that big on them back in the day. I started losing interest in them. But since its new third sequel's due out on Disney Channel tomorrow and into Disney Plus the following day, expect a spoiler-free review of it this weekend. I thought, what the hey, I recently watched this on Disney Plus for the first time ever, and did I like it? Well, you're about to find out as I get ready to join the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato as they rock our world. And so, prepare yourselves as I review Camp Rock. Big Days Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome again to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. I'm the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a review of the 2008 Disney Channel original film, Camp Rock, directed by Matthew Diamond from a screenplay by Karen Gist, Regina Hicks, Julie Brown, and Paul Brown. This is the 73rd Disney Channel original film, starring Demi Lovato along with Joe Jonas, plus his brothers as special appearances. Meaghan Jeanette, not Jeanette, Meaghan Jet Marin, apologies, Maria Canals-Barrera, Daniel Fathers, and Alyson Stoner. In the film, an aspiring teenage singer visits the titular camp itself, a summer music camp. The film premiered on Disney Channel on June 20th, 2008. After its premiere, it would become the second Disney Channel original movie to air on ABC's Wonderful World of Disney, and soon was placed in the iTunes stores for digital purchase shortly after that. It got to be viewed by nearly 9 million viewers on the night of its premiere and was currently the third highest viewed DCOM, as they call it, of all time, right behind High School Musical 2 and Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie, which of course that was released a year prior, and the Wizards film didn't come out till the following year. Well, and prepare yourselves, because here's my thoughts on it. But first, here's the story. Shy singer Michi Torres and her family are unable to afford the fees required to attend Camp Rock, a summer music camp. Her mother, Connie, a chef, is hired to cater food for the camp, which enables Michi to attend at a discounted rate. Her mother tasks Michi to help her in the kitchen when not performing camp duties. Upon arrival, Michi meets fellow camper Kaylin Geller, an aspiring music producer. Shane Gray, the spoiled lead singer of the pop music trio Connect 3, returns to Camp Rock as bandmates' behest to rehabilitate Shane's public image. Shane assumes a position as a dance instructor and is required to record a song with the winner of Final Jam, the camp's closing singing competition. Shane overhears Michi singing in a hall, unable to see her before she leaves. He obsesses over finding her, with the camp knowing he is searching for the girl with the voice. During opening camp, a camp meet and greet, Michi learns the campers are rich or well connected. Embarrassed at being able to attend camp only due to Connie's catering, Michi lies to test Tyler, the popular daughter of singer TJ Tyler, and her friends Ella Pador and Margaret Peggy Dupree, that her mother is the president of the Chinese department of the music channel Hot Tunes TV. Impressed, Tess invites Michi to join her group at the disappointment of Caitlin, who advises against Michi becoming friends with Tess. During lunch, an argument between Tess and Caitlin escalates to a food fight. Tess portrays Caitlin as the aggressor of the dispute to Brown Cesario, the camp's director and Shane's uncle. Brown punishes Caitlin by making her work in the kitchen. Mitchie, worried Caitlin will learn about her secret, does not defend her to Caitlin's annoyance. Shane shares a song with Mitchie, which is a stylistic departure to his previous music with Connect 3. Doubtful his record label and fans will accept a change in its musical direction, Mitchie expresses she likes the song. As Caitlin arrives in the kitchen and learns about Mitchie's secret, they argue but reconcile at Pajama Jam, a pajama party music showcase, after Mitchie stands up to Tess when Tess attempts to upstage Caitlin's performance. Jealous at seeing Mitchie and Shane together, Tess follows her and learns of her secret. Tess exposes Mitchie in front of the campers. Shane, believing Mitchie lied to him solely to be with him because he is famous, breaks their friendship and Mitchie becomes ostracized at camp. Tess then deduces Mitchie is the mysterious singer. On the eve of Final Jam, Tess frames Mitchie and Caitlin for stealing her bracelet, and Brown bans them from camp. All camp activities, that is, until the end of Final Jam. That's where things look bad, but unless, well, I'm going to go to the ending and you'll find out what it is. So you got 5 seconds to stop this video at once. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below. As I count down now, if you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. At Final Jam, which is judged by Connect 3, Peggy and Ella argue with Tess and opt not to perform with her as planned. Ella performs with fellow campers Baron James and, alright, maybe it's Baron, excuse me, and Sander Lawyer. Tess stumbles during her performance after TJ attends and takes a call and then retreats backstage in tears. Peggy performs a solo song as Final Jam's closing act and eventual winner. When Brown announces the end of Final Jam, Mitchie and Caitlin make the spotlights flicker. He lets them go on stage, proud they understood their band was only until the end of Final Jam. As Mitchie sings, Shane realizes she is the mysterious singer, and they reconcile by singing together. Backstage, Tess apologizes to Peggy and Ella and tells Brown that she staged the theft of her bracelet. And that was sort of the end of the story. But in a special extended ending, which can then see, Kayla invites Mitchie, Tess, Peggy, Lola, and Ella to the recording studio she built in her garage. Now that I didn't see, unfortunately, but that's truly end of story from what I've gotten from my source. So, what did I think of Camp Rock? Well, this was my first time watching it since I never really did take the time to watch it. I'm going to say not bad. It was pretty cool and what have you, pretty good and rocking and what have you. Well, even though I just kind of lost interest in Disney Channel stuff at the time, even though I was 28 at the time this film was out, but hey, don't get me wrong. I have softened up and given some other Disney things a chance and what have you in years to come. But this took even longer. It didn't take that long for me to get to like High School Musical or even Descendants go for. But now, of course, since I've seen Camp Rock, I think it's a pretty cool film. Of course, even though I'm not really that big a fan of people like Jonas Brothers, but don't worry, I have respect for them. Same with Demi Lovato. I think this was just a fun filled experience and what have you. I have to give it credit for what it had to offer. It had some pretty good characters and a pretty good story and some pretty good tunes as well. When it premiered, it got an 8.9 million viewers, being the second most viewed Disney Channel original movie at the time, only behind High School Musical 2, which came out a year prior. Then it had about 3.47 million viewers when ABC reran it, and then the following day, ABC Family Freeform followed with another 3.73 million viewers, according to Nielsen SoundScan. A couple months later, the film got released on physical media. And actually, Actually, the extended I found is the only thing you can find on the actual physical media release. So henceforth, that's why I didn't get to see it. There'd be numerous merchandise and what have you, like T-shirts and other types of clothing and bags that include tote bags, backpacks, and stuff like that. Toys and dolls and bedding collection and what have you. And even a novelization of the film called Camp Rock, the Junior novel. But anyway, I found the film to be pretty good and what have you. Now, when the film premiered in Canada on Family Channel, as it's known as, it became the second most watched film ever behind also behind High School Musical with 848,000 viewers. Its Disney Channel Italy premiere received 1.14 million viewers when it came out premiered in September. According to Billboard, the film attracted an audience of 146 million viewers in 160 nations and 30 languages. Its soundtrack did pretty well. It reached the top 10 in 6 countries, where it reached number 3 on the Billboard 200 and went platinum. And it also went platinum in Brazil, Mexico, and Spain as well. So apparently, the soundtrack to this has some pretty decent tunes, some pretty good tunes. I actually do like the final song we hear, "We Rock," done by the whole cast in my view. Pretty good. The Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato, they all do good. So do the rest of the cast. I mean, Joe Jonas has a solo song of his own, which is pretty cool. So, from what I've heard in the soundtrack, it's not too bad. I actually do like that. And its songs, they're pretty good. Its reviews were mixed though. Rotten Tomatoes has a score of 48, while they say this wants to be the next High School Musical, but its forgettable songs and dull premise hold it back. Well, I actually kind of disagree. Now, sure, some of the songs may not quite have matched up to High School Musical's tunes, but that doesn't mean that they're forgettable and what have you. I thought that they were decent enough. The premise is not factually that bad, so don't mind what they say. Metacritic has decent reviews with 64% with a 64 out of 100. Anyway, in some reviews, Variety stated that it's difficult not to grudgingly admire the marketing savvy with which the film was assembled. A New York Post critic called it a really great movie, like a modern day version of an old Judy Garland Mickey Rooney picture, in which the kids put on a show that improves the lives of all who see it. The Hollywood Reporter admired Matthew Diamond's solid enough direction and Demi Lovato's performance. And with the film, Disney plucks another fresh face off its deep bench of young talent. Yes, the LA Times wrote the film isn't particularly good, but it's good at what it does, and called it inauthentic. USA Today called the film simultaneously overdone and underproduced, and said that it jerks its way from point to point without bothering to explain the character's behavior or inject any life into its musical numbers. Well, that may factually be true, but it's fine, what have you. Following critics' line of comparison to High School Musical, the Washington Post said that the film's music is in the same easy to memorize dance inspiring mode as that of the previous franchise, but not as catchy though. Well, yes, this is true and what have you. In 2016, Maria Sherman of Billboard named the film Lovato's best film to date, describing it as something of a coming of age tale, one not only about believing in yourself, but accepting yourself. Now that I will agree on what have you. USA Today added the film to the top 10 best summer camp films of all time. And Rebecca Alter of Vulture ranked the film as one of the best Disney Channel original movies of all time. So it did very well and would go on to have a sequel premiering 2 years later in Camp Rock 2 The Final Jam, where Lovato and the Jonas Brothers plus Maria Canals-Barrera, Meaghan Martin, and Alyson Sawyer all returned. Now, I actually do think that the music's pretty good and what have you. Its composer for the music, well, the score or music we hear aside from what the songs we hear is David Kitte, which was not too bad. For the cast we have playing Mitchie is Demi Lovato, yes, who of course was well known for being a former Barney and Friends star before she went on, and this was after she'd done the Disney Channel short series As the Bell Rings. After Camp Rock, she would go on to star as a titular character on this on the network sitcom Sunny with a Chance. Yes. And well, apparently she's still doing some stuff to this day, various music and what have you. So yeah. Now playing Shane is one of the Jonas brothers, Joe Jonas. I will say he's pretty good and what have you. While his brothers Nick plays Nate and Kevin plays Jason. The other two members of Connect Three. Now that's a pretty memorable name for a group. Then we have Meaghan Jette Martin as Tess, who actually starred on the 10 Things I Hate About You TV series. She also would appear on House and another Disney Channel show, Jessie. She would also appear in films, well, in Mean Girls 2, and also lend her voice to games like Kingdom Hearts and Until Dawn. Not too bad. Playing Caitlin is Alyson Stoner, who most people would remember her for recently doing appearing in the remake of Cheaper by a Dozen, as well as its sequel. She also would appear in the Step Up franchise. And this was just after she had recently hosted the Disney Channel series Mike's Super Short Show. Also playing Max on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, another Disney Channel show, and also voicing Isabella on Phineas and Ferb. Now playing Connie is Maria Canals-Barrera, who, of course, at the time was already well known for playing Teresa Russo on Disney Channel's hit Wizards of Waverly Place. She also would appear on the short-lived ABC comedy series Cristela. Then we have Daniel Fathers as Brown, not too bad. Julie Brown as Dela Duke. Let's see, and then we have Jasmine Richards playing Peggy, while Renee Sands does her singing voice, and Ella is played by Amaria Perez de Tagle, who was best known for playing one of the two mean sizzle girls. Ashley was her name, Ashley DeWitt on, you guessed it, another Disney Channel show, which was Hannah Montana. She also would appear in the remake of Fame, as well as play Miracle on the show Cake. But anyway, and the rest of the supporting cast isn't too bad here. While Camp Rock is pretty fun, while it may not have as memorable tunes as High School Musical, but that doesn't mean it's not forgettable and what have you. If you're, I'd say I would only recommend this if you're a Disney Channel original movies fanatic, or if you're a Jonas Brothers fan, or a Demi Lovato fanatic, or whatever you, well, or fan. Well, you get the point, okay? So anyway, yeah, I think you'll really like this. It's a pretty fun film. Camp Rock, it does rock with the best at times. But what did you think of Camp Rock? Tell me in the comment section below if you like this video. Click the like button, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, and you know the rest. I'm almost there to 1,200. Keep it up. I last checked, I'm sure I'm just 7 subscribers away. Keep it up. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Camp Rock 2, The Final Jam. So if you like this, check out my reviews for some of these other their Disney Channel films, and these were all part of trilogies and what have you. Check out my re-review of the original that started all High School Musical from 2006. The upper right-hand corner is my review of a later musical film for Disney Channel, and that being Descendants. And that's a re-review from 2015. Or if you like maybe a non-musical Disney Channel movie I spotlighted, check out my review of Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century in the bottom left-hand corner. In the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.